did his first in real life stream. Did you see that? It was really weird.
What did he do?
So
No, he's done it in real life.
no, like this is in real life. So Speed set up like a little box, right? And he was streaming, and he had a projector, a big projector and a camera. So he filled out an arena, and people sat like it was a baseball game, a football game.
Oh, what the fuck? That's
he
weird.
and he was like playing Fortnite, and people were like screaming "W Speed!" Like it was.
No, wait, this is a thing?
Yes, fam. He
Oh,
sold out.
shit.
He sold out an arena. I think he's the first one to do that, like a real in real life stream, in real life.
Okay,
stream.
that's different. I never heard about that.
Yeah.
But what I do know, there's a guy, and he did a whole day third person. So what he did, he has like a VR.
Okay. Oh, it sticks out like this.
And he had a camera behind him. So he was living real life.
That's
GTA.
Oh.
So I think he did it for maybe like 24 hours or 2 days, something like that.
Yeah.
He might have done it for 2 days. But he would go to the store, do his groceries. I think he would even do like activities like school or whatever.
Yeah.
But in third person. Now, there's another guy, he did only VR life. So like he couldn't even see his room and shit.
Okay.
He could only see like silhouettes of stuff. But he stayed in the VR for I think a week. So it didn't take off his thing.
Bro didn't get dizzy or did he get nauseous?
No, I guess not.
Fam,
I guess
what?
not. Unless he took like anti-nausea pills.
Okay.
Because when I play VR, it's hard for me to do that unless I do like anti-nausea. Because also it feels weird when you take it off after playing a long time. Let me know in the comments if you guys have VR. The moment you take it off, it literally feels like different dimension.
Yeah.
So what if, bro? Like, this sounds really, really odd, but technically, everything we see isn't necessarily physical because we're just like our brain inside of our body.
Yeah.
And then we're just like a nervous system. On top of that, we're just consciousness within our brain, right? So you can't really see that shit. So is there something beyond where you can take off and then see? Because if you take off the VR here, boom, you see physical. If you take off physical, what do you see?
What the fuck?
I don't expect you to get that.
No. Like, so, okay, I get it. Like, okay, you take it in VR, but take it a step deeper. Like, take out our own eyes.
No,
like rip out the
I don't
back.
explain it. Leave that in the comments if you know what I mean. But it's almost as if it's very odd to explain. You know when you go to bed and you go to sleep, you close your eyes, but you're conscious still, but you don't see anything, you know?
Okay.
But you start to see stuff.
Yeah.
Like manifest. So is that like another layer of like consciousness? I guess it is because they call it like subconscious when you're sleeping and shit like that.
Yeah, like you're dreaming. So
is it possible to be in different consciousnesses like every day? Maybe I guess people that are high all the time, huh?
no, I feel like it that downgrades it because it's like
think so?
It's fake reality. But if you just do sober,
Depends on what you're high on.
Yeah,
Depends
that's
on what
what-
you're high
that's
on.
what I'm saying.
Because there's some people that they're off like crack.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they see freaking unicorns and shit popping off, you know?
yeah, you should make that into one of your short films because that's a pretty good like the Black Mirror idea.
There is a film like that. So
yeah?
there's this guy.
Yeah.
He was having an argument with his boss. And what happened was because he had the argument with his boss, he accidentally like killed him. He like pushed him out a window, some shit like that. Yeah. But after that happened, he fled the scene and he ended up going to like this like homeless tent to hide because he's obviously gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
And while he was there, he met this woman and she was like, "Oh, I know how to make you escape. Okay. Oh, by the way, you know this isn't real. Like here, take this. You'll see it's not real.
Like a blue pill.
Yeah, something like that." So he took it, and then he realized, "Oh fuck, I'm in like a simulation, this and that."
Oh shit.
And he was able to like see things on a different perspective. It's like imagine you see your life as this, right? But you exit your life and you can see it as a movie.
Yeah.
But you're still you. So you experience yourself as an actor. Now, what happened with him when he took the drugs, when he took the pill, it was up for the audience to determine what really was. Because for him, it felt like he was outside of the matrix. But to everyone around him,
Still in it?
no, he was just a drug addict tripping off crack. Yeah. And then what was really sad was like he thought he was like escaping something else, and then like his his daughter was like, I haven't seen you for days. Like, where you been?
Yeah.
So
is this a indie short film? Because those ones have the best
it's a shorter, it's a smaller budget one. I think it's with Salma Hayek, isn't it? So she's a big actress, and there's another guy in it from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Better Call Saul is with that guy.
Oh, really? No, because I feel like if you're on a budget, you have more creative ideas. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that?
I don't know, because it's like all the indie ones I watch. I don't watch short films, but I watch this other one I'm going to tell you about. I know it's not the Josh and Carlos show, but I actually watched a short film.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen Transfigure, the short film?
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, it's about Photoshop. It's a crazy plot line, and it shows how like Photoshop goes wrong. And it has a crazy message. So there's this girl, right, who puts a picture of herself on Photoshop. And she's looking at it. She's like, I don't really like the way I look, right? So she edits her mole out, right? So in Photoshop, she takes the eraser tool, edits the mole out. And then when she goes in the mirror, the mole's gone. So the Photoshop...
Oh, whatever she photoshops
That's
crazy.
Goes into real life.
Yeah.
Right? So she's like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. I can be whatever I want, right? So what she does, she gets excited. She's like, oh, I'm going to snatch my waist. I'm going to give myself a bigger butt, right? So that shit happens. But all of a sudden, Photoshop starts moving on its own, takes away her pupils, and erases her mouth.
Oh,
so she's like in the mirror like, what the fuck? Like, I have all these good things, but it's backfiring on me, right?
Yeah.
So every time she looks in the mirror and goes away, it resets, right? So she goes out the house. She's panicking. She's telling her mom, like, you have to destroy that computer. It flips back to the computer in one of the scenes. The Photoshop opens by itself. Like, the computer opens by itself.
Oh, shit. Wait, is it, like, hacked? Or?
Yeah, I guess it's hacked or something. I don't know. This plot is kind of crazy. So it makes, like, a line around her head.
Yeah.
And you know, like, that eraser tool?
No! The lasso?
The lasso!
Oh,
the lasso!
fuck.
It goes around her head. And then all you see, the button delete goes off. And then all you see in the driveway, her head is gone. It's like ripped off her body. Her mom's like staring at her like, what the fuck is going on? Ants, fam. And like the whole message is about like insecure about your body. Yeah. But it goes so like, that's a different level.
That's like Black Mirror. That's some Black Mirror shit.
Facts.
Fuck.
A lie?
Because what if that was like in my head it's like this mystical laptop thing.
Yeah.
But somebody hacked it.
Oh,
and they just fucked around with it.
Yeah.
But it's crazier when a plot like that happens, and then what if the person that was messing with it, they thought it was just a joke?
Oh, and she's like, oh, this is
they
just
don't
for
know
fun.
the consequences.
Yo, that's kind of fucked.
Because those are the ones that hit the most. Because I watched a movie kind of like that, where there's a kid like manipulating something.
Yeah.
But little do they know it has a crazy butterfly effect that would affect somebody else.
Whoa, what is it?
So, for example, okay, I'm not gonna get into the plot. It's too long.
Okay.
But a great example of this is like us buying Jordans.
It leads us to buy more.
It leads to more consumerism, leads to more production of Jordans.
Yeah.
But that also leads to what? Oh, fuck. Who's making the Jordans? Oh, shit. It's these kids that don't have money and then they're working long hours. Yeah. Okay, boom. That happens. Oh, shit. They know it already. Wait, they're still buying it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that lead to? You know what I mean? So it's almost like this long butterfly effect of things that it just keeps getting bigger. It's a bigger and bigger monster.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, nobody's gonna try to fight the monster because it's too big. And then the ones that do make a voice, it's like they're not worried about that. They're worried about when's the next drop.
Yeah.
You know?
It's consumerism.
The consumerism.
Yeah.
But that's how people get paid. And then the thing is when everything we hear is like, you should be the person making the shoes now. You should be the one wanting to create a business like that.
Yeah.
And then all of us become these entrepreneurs and we want to do the same thing. Yeah. But then we realize, fuck, wait, who's making the clothes? Oh shit, this is how they did it, so I should do it like this. And we have this culture of entrepreneurs that I guess they don't look that way.
Yeah.
So
that's what Virgil said too, I think. Because he's like, oh, a lot of kids are telling me, oh, I can't afford an off-white sweater. That's good because you're supposed to make your own brand and make money and then buy the off-white sweater. So it's like he wants more entrepreneurs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
I think the danger is the entrepreneurs that don't look deeper.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to start a business and this and that. But a lot of the time, sometimes business gets unethical.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's a line. Because obviously I'm not like, what do you call it? Like a communist or nothing like that. But you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, if a huge influx of people become rich and the wrong people, what happens to the people underneath? Because you becoming rich, you're taking money from someone else. Yeah. And what if those people
this is just a bigger
survive?
divide.
Yeah,
just a bigger divide.
To survive, they could have at least used like $1 or something.
I know,
but instead, that's like what's your Netflix subscription? You know what I mean?
But no, but I didn't know too that like back when the old music videos like the Anaconda ones, like do you remember the product placement that was in there? Like when I say Nicki Minaj Anaconda, what do you think of?
Yo, there was a product placement.
Yeah. What do you think of?
Was it Jordans?
No, it was
Coke.
No, it was a music brand. Think of music.
Beats.
Yeah, Beats, man. Yo, Beats low-key has the best product placement because it's like they were in like one of the biggest music videos of all time. So you have Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
First you think of it like the ass, but then secondly you're like, yo, why is there a Beats scene just B-roll?
Yeah. You know how they got big, right?
How?
They got big because of the Olympics. So 2008, this is when Beats blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Did you know about this?
No.
So they gave, Dr. Dre is smart.
Yeah.
He gave free Beats headphones to all of the American athletes going to the Olympics. So what happened? Oh, headphones. Yeah, obviously I'm going to lock in before my big day.
Yeah.
And obviously when the Olympics, everything is recorded. So you see Michael Phelps, Beats headphones.
Oh, yeah.
See all of these other athletes, Beats headphones.
That's around the world too. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
And then on the biggest stage around the world because it's the Olympics.
Yeah.
Boom, skyrocket into popularity. And it became a thing of like, oh, wow, wait, those are the people that are wearing Beats. Because at this point, people with headphones, they were just rocking like the other brands because Beats were very expensive.
Yeah.
But now they see the exclusivity and who's wearing it, all the athletes. Yeah. Cooked.
Holy shit. You know? Yeah, because that runway where they all do it? I swear I remember that when they were all wearing it.
They all had Beats.
Yeah.
And it was a gift thing. It wasn't even like they paid for the sponsorship. Yeah. They just gave out the free headphones.
But to be honest, it probably made him way more money.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It was a W plug. Yeah. It was a W plug.
Also, one thing I learned too, if you're like an athlete, right? Disneyland will pay you. I don't know if you know this, to say, I'm going to Disneyland whenever you win a championship.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
So that's why.
Yeah, because I always like, when Shaq and Kobe won their thing, Shaq was sitting like this and he's like, Kobe, I'm going to Disneyland. And that's so random. Why would Shaq say I'm going to Disneyland?
Yeah.
But like, apparently they get big money.
That became a thing.
Yeah, at the end. So like the F1 drivers, I'm going to Disneyland when they pop the champagne.
That's why they... Oh,
Disneyland has a huge plug too.
Do you know the Prince Street pizza theory?
Theory? What is it?
You know that the pizza's right there?
I know, it's right there.
So there's a theory. There's a marketing theory. So when you go around that area, especially like down Spadina and shit, if you notice at the garbages, there's all these Prince Street pizza boxes.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. People are starting to catch on. This is like getting trending
for real?
on Twitter.
This is actually a theory.
On Twitter and on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're saying this might be guerrilla marketing because it looks like they just left the boxes there. So it's such a big box and you can't miss it. And it looks very iconic in a sense. We're going to know exactly what that brand is. This same method was used by Red Bull back in the day.
When they just had the garbage can.
They filled the garbage cans with Red Bull, like empty Red Bull. So subconsciously like, oh, I guess this pizza is popping. But at the same time, like people are already eating it too. Yeah. So maybe the truth is to just have really recognizable branding on your boxes, on your litter.
Yeah. No, because their box is like red and white, so it's visible.
Yeah, it's very visible.
You know what I mean?
And you know right away like what that box is.
Yeah.
So that's a way for them to guerrilla market, and then it just naturally keeps getting them customers on customers. Yeah.
And it is pretty big now, but we'll see later on when like the hype dies, and let's see if it continues. You know what I mean?
When do you think hype dies?
After maybe I would give it like a month.
So you think it takes a month for like a trend to like
for sure.
pop or like end?
Yeah, like especially if it's a new restaurant in Toronto, people will line up for the first 2 weeks, crazy. Then it'll die on around like that third week.
Yeah, because at one point, for the Americans that don't know, we just got Chick-fil-A like a couple years ago. And the first year we had Chick-fil-A, mans would line up hours
just to get a chicken deluxe sandwich, bro.
Hours. And it wasn't even that crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just Chick-fil-A. And debatably, this is what Aiden Ross said, but he said like Chick-fil-A sandwiches in Canada aren't as good as the States.
Word.
I haven't really noticed, but it's probably the same thing.
I love when I'm like a big corporation's marketing team like incorporates like memes. Like when the US was playing like the African team, like they would post the score and they would get blown out, right? And then the African media people would be like post that meme of the oh my god and like shit like that.
Yo, it's like Lionsgate. They put the chicken nuggets.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, Casio also had a crazy marketing scheme too.
What they do?
They dissed Shakira. Did you know about this? So I think last year, Shakira, remember I told you about that story where Shakira found jam in Gerard Piqué's cabinet?
The cheater.
Yeah, and she got cheated on. So she dropped a diss track on Gerard Piqué, but she didn't realize that Casio was gonna come in and diss her after.
How?
Because, hold on, she said this bar. Hold on, I'm gonna read it out to you. So in the diss track, she goes, this is towards Gerard Piqué. She said, "You traded a Ferrari for a Twingo and you traded a Rolex for a Casio." So she's meaning like, oh, your new girl is just a downgrade from me. But, indirectly, she dissed Casio. So Casio's like, okay, since you're gonna diss us, let's make some everyone loves beef.
Yeah.
Right? So on their Twitter, this is what they clapped back with. They said, "Shakira, we may not be a Rolex, but clearly our customers are loyal to us."
Oh.
And that tweet, fam, trending #1.
She got cheated on.
And right after, they saw how crazy it was going. I think their sales went up like 300% after that tweet. They tweeted again. She said, in defense of our Casio watches, the battery lasts longer than PK and Shakira's relationship. Fam, again, skyrocketed. Everyone was buying Casios.
Yo, that's WS marketing because it makes everybody pay attention. And when it's a beef, when it's people causing drama and a stir up like that, I don't know, for some reason it's like a chemical thing like people love to pay attention to, and it's just enticing. Yeah. Like even low key, whenever my parents, or like not my parents, my mom.
What happened?
Whenever my mom,
her out.
you know the titas and the like gossip and stuff. Yeah. Even though it's not about me or like anybody I care about, whenever they talk, it's like enticing.
What do you mean?
It's like a chemical.
You wanna be
it's like a chemical enticing thing where I want to hear more. Yeah. You know, it's. I think Filipinos. And specifically like Tagalogs, they have like a rhythm where they tell a story. Holy shit. It's like, no, I want to hear more. Wait, continue, you know?
Yeah. Everyone wants to hear about the chismosa because the chismosa extends. You know what I mean? It isn't just one thing. Like it always there's a part 2. Like you know how we cut off our TikToks?
Yeah,
like they always
like
try
that.
to leave it at that, but like it always leads to like one other cousin that does some shit.
You know that thing where it's like a Mary Tess? You know what a Mary Tess is?
What is that? I've heard that word.
So it's a term for Filipinos where it's like she's the one that gossips a lot. Mary Tess.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was a chismosa.
I think that's what they call it. Yeah. I think it's called like a Mary Tess. That's like the person that you know. Yeah. But you know what it actually came from? Like the original scrambling of it? No. It's what is the latest?
Oh, like drama. Yeah. What is the latest? Mary Tess.
Yeah. So something like that. Leave it on comments if I'm right, but it's something like that. I remember hearing like my cousins telling me like, yo, that's why they're called that, is because it's actually just like a flip on the words together. Oh, like you know when someone goes, Jesus, Mary, Joseph? Yeah. I didn't know that was actually Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
What? I didn't know that.
Wait, you didn't know that?
Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
Wait, but that's a bad word, no?
It means Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
No, it can't be.
I thought it was a Tagalog word. It's not.
What?
You didn't know that?
So I thought that Sus Mary Joseph, that means Sus Mary Joseph. Like you're using that in an expression like,
yeah, it is.
Should be a bad word.
It is. But
so it has no meaning.
What the words are is Jesus, Mary, Joseph. That's what it means.
That's such a Filipino.
You didn't back that too, right?
No, man. I thought so. That
my Lola says it all the time. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. It's Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
Filipinos confirm because I.
No, this is like this is actually it. Like I'm not pulling
I'm
this
gonna
shit
call
up.
my mom after still. Like.
Ask her. It's Jesus, Mary, Joseph. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like a lot of this stuff we think because it's said in an accent is like a word, but low key is just like English words put together.
Word.
Quick.
The only thing that I could really like relate to that is you know the Michael Jackson video on the internet where it's like the short form of the combination of "and are you okay?" and it's like "and you okay?" "and you okay?"
Yeah,
and it's like the evil Michael Jackson. Like that's what I get from that. That's like the same.
Great
energy.
example. This steak.
Beef steak.
It's beef steak.
Yeah, beef steak.
I know that. It's literally not. That's literally what it is. They probably just put that shit together.
Word.
You know what
I
I
didn't
mean?
know about the Sus Mariosip.
Yeah, bro. That's what it's been, fam. That's what it's been.
Word. That's such a crazy expression. The whole time I actually thinking that's a bad word.
Yeah. Oh, yo. You know Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but did I? I don't know if I told you this.
No.
You know Scott Pilgrim? It was originally Wayside.
What?
You know that show Wayside?
No, what was that so?
So here, I'm gonna show you.
Show me.
So there's this old show.
So did they take like a...
It's originally Canadian.
Okay.
Look, but it was out on like Nickelodeon and stuff too. Check this out. Boom. I know you've seen it before. Boom. Wayside.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, check this out. So theory goes that Wayside School, the show, was actually supposed to be a Scott Pilgrim show, but it got canceled and they decided to make the Scott Pilgrim movie. But they still had the animation, the whole team ready to drop Wayside.
Yeah.
However, since they didn't get the backing from Scott Pilgrim, they couldn't use it. Now they just called it Wayside School. The original voice actor of this character is Michael Cera.
No.
Now look at the characters. He looks very similar to
Michael
Scott Pilgrim. Look at the orange hair, white boy t-shirt. And his girlfriend in the show is very similar to who? Ramona, rollerblader with the helmet.
The hair too.
And the hair. Wayside was actually a thrown away Scott Pilgrim animated show. And just now there's like a new Scott Pilgrim animated show. But that was the original one. That was the first Scott Pilgrim show, but nobody ever realized it.
Wait, so Wayside never came out? Because I swear I seen
No, Wayside came out.
Okay.
But it was supposed to come out as Scott Pilgrim. That was supposed to be a Scott Pilgrim show from the jump.
Yeah.
But it got scrapped because they ended up making the Scott Pilgrim movie.
That's
because I
better,
guess
though.
Michael Cera like got way more popular.
Yeah, low-key that's better.
And apparently, because since it's a Canadian show, that was their like if you bag it, like Scott Pilgrim's based in Toronto.
Yeah.
The Wayside like studio was made in Canada. Like all of that shit is Canadian.
Yeah.
So it's probably just like, oh fuck, we're supposed to make this Scott Pilgrim, and then damn, we can't use it no more. They just did that. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it cranked out one of the like what do you call this? Iconic movies of all time, fam.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
good thing because maybe like if Wayside was a thing, it would just be like no, only kids watch this. But like everyone watches Scott Pilgrim, kids, adults, it doesn't matter.
Who knows though?
You know what I mean?
Because Scott Pilgrim is Scott Pilgrim, and if Scott Pilgrim was a TV show from the jump, it might have went crazy.
Like Spongebob level, like
I know. Who knows?
Oh, yeah,
Who knows? Who knows for
yeah.
sure? Because I'm pretty sure it wouldn't the way Scott Pilgrim is, it wouldn't have been like a child show. It would be more closer to like an adult thing.
Word.
Because it's a little bit more serious topics, right?
somebody at the end of the Uzi concert that I went to, there was a video going around where Uzi was meeting fans backstage, right? And one of the girls was pregnant. And then she was like, "Ooh, Uzi, can you sign my tummy?" And it was like, "Of course." And then she's like, "Oh, what do you want to name the baby? We haven't came up with names." This guy Uzi says, "Yo, name her Pink." And then he's like, "Never mind, scratch that. Ramona." Bro, imagine Uzi names your baby Ramona, fam. Like Ramona is a sick name, but
that's a nice name.
Yeah,
I like
it is
that
a
name.
nice name. But Pink, fam, like come on, bro.
On the spot, bro. Yo, on the spot.
On the spot, fam.
Sign your belly? That's crazy.
No, that's not big. That's not crazy.
Sign your belly?
A lot of people are saying like sign your belly. That's normal to do, fam.
By
Like,
someone satanic? Crazy. That's crazy.
okay, we're not even gonna get back into that, bro. Oh, I also have another theory that's really popping.
Yeah.
Do you know who Garth Brooks is?
The country artist.
Yeah, one of the most famous country singers, like listened to of all time. So there's a theory going around that he's actually a serial killer on some Bob Ross shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
So they took his tours, right?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, every time Garth Brooks goes on these big American tours, in those cities, those local towns, every time he plays there, a murder happens the same night.
What type of murder?
Like murder, fam. Like what else could there be? Like murder, like someone gets killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's weird because it's like every other show that he goes to, people have actually taken like a record of all the tours that he went to and murders throughout the history.
And they haven't been caught. Like nobody's been caught.
No, and nobody's been caught, and it's been lined up. Fam.
Shit.
And it was crazy because at one of his concerts, there's a video, there's a sign that somebody put up, and it was like, "We love you, Garth," right? And then right after, he pulls away the sign, and there's another sign underneath it, and it says, "Where are the bodies, G?" And right away, the cameraman notices it and flips back to Garth, man. And it gets deeper because on an interview, he's talking about like how he would be a bad guy and he would rather kill somebody. He wouldn't want to be the good guy. Yeah. You want to hear? You want to see it? It's fucked. I'll show you the sign one first. Okay, so look on the concert. We love you, Garth.
Where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies?
That's fucked.
And then look hear what he says.
Oh, you don't want to be a bad guy, no. I mean, you look like a good guy, you know?
Okay, I guess I'd rather kill somebody.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yo, are they investigating yet?
No, they haven't because it's like obviously it's kind of like a coincidence.
Yeah.
To a point where it's like he's a big artist. No one's gonna, it's like it's one of those Travis Scott Astroworld things. Like if you're an artist and you're big enough, people will.
Yeah, it's like the ex murderer thing.
Yeah.
Like there was another artist that it seemed like he could have been the murderer, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It's like the internet detectives are going on it.
Exactly.
But low key, like internet detectives, they could usually be on a good trail.
Exactly.
Depending on how much research they do into it, because I know there's like hella Reddit cases that have been solved. Yo, so you ever heard about the Etta Smith mystery?
Etta Smith.
Sounds familiar though, right?
Kinda, yeah.
So there's this woman. This is the first time ever that somebody's been arrested for not murdering someone, but just predicting the future.
What?
Now check this out.
Predicting the future.
So there's this woman named Etta Smith.
Yeah.
And one day she went to the police station and she said, "Hey, I know where these bodies are. I know where the missing body is. I can take you there." And then they're looking at her like, "Are you crazy?"
Just a random case.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. She's just at the police station. She goes, "Are you crazy? Like, what's going on? Like, sure, we'll look into it. Like, give us the address, blah, blah." Yeah. And they're wondering, okay, she's probably either the murderer, crazy as fuck, or somehow connected. How does she know? This is what happens. She leaves for like 2 hours. She comes back and she goes, "Hey, so remember what I said? I found the body. I drove out there with my kids and my kid found the body." And the police officer's looking at her like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" It's like, okay, obviously, in his head, he's like, okay, obviously she's the murderer.
Yeah, it's obvious.
So what they did, they went out to the spot and they literally found the body exactly where she said. So what happens, she gets arrested.
Okay.
So Etta Smith is in jail. Now the thing is, there's no evidence of her killing her. Killing the victim. There's no evidence of her being a part of the crime at all.
What the fuck? So
the
why is she
only
there?
connection that she has was knowing where the body is and her being able to find the body.
Okay.
Now this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
They sent in a fake cellmate to go into her jail cell and talk to her. So it was actually just someone trying to get information.
Yeah, that's smart.
She sat down and then she started talking. Now they became like kind of close and she was able to spill some beans. And they asked her questions that tried to incriminate her, but the information they got was even more wild.
Right.
So what Etta ended up telling them was, this is a true story. This is actually a true story. She said she was working at her job. She works at like an office. And while she was doing her paperwork, she had the radio on. And on the radio, she heard about this murder and this woman that was murdered. She was a nurse and she's just thinking there and she's still doing her work. She's not really paying attention.
Yeah.
And then she hears somebody whisper to her, says, "That's not where the bodies are."
The fuck?
And then right when she hears the whisper, she gets a vision and clear cut images in her head of the exact location, and a nurse's shoe, and literally just the rural area and the park where she was found, where the body was found.
Yeah.
That was how she got the information. This is the first time ever.
From like a Raven vision.
Yeah. So she was not a murderer. She was not part of the crime. She just had a vision. She's almost, people say she's a psychic. I guess she is a psychic, but she was able to solve the case and get this. This is where it gets crazier too.
Yeah.
They actually found the perpetrators. They actually found the people that killed the woman. No connection to Etta at all.
Yeah. She's just the person who had a vision.
She just had a vision where the body is, and just by listening to the radio.
Oh, that's crazy.
And this is the craziest part, right? So while she was in the prison cell talking to the fake cellmate,
yeah.
she said, this is the first thing she said. You know what? This is like a movie. Or no, she said, you know what? They're gonna make a movie about this.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what she said. That was actually what she said. She said, you know what? They're gonna make a movie about this. So when the police heard that, they're like, oh, she's doing this all for attention. She's probably the murderer. That's her like, you know what I mean?
Reverse psychology. Like, oh, I led you to the body, so you don't think it's me.
I guess. Something like that, yeah. But they thought her like motive would be to kill someone to be famous.
Oh, okay.
But nah. The reason she said they're probably gonna make a movie about this
Yeah.
is because what?
Her psychic abilities, no?
Yeah. So they're probably gonna make a movie about this exact thing.
Bro, okay, time out, bro. There's lots to unpack, fam. First of all, where's she right now? Like,
I think she's still alive, actually.
she's still alive after all that?
Yeah, she's still alive. All she did was like she just went to jail and they let her out because she was innocent.
Bro, you know how furious I would be if I was the murderer? Because it's like, yo, like who is this lady telling you where the body?
Yeah, so the three like perpetrators, they got caught. They went to jail.
I would be pissed.
Case closed. Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually be pissed because it's a random lady who just had a so-called vision and like diffused our whole plan, fam. Like, imagine you're like, okay, don't worry, we're just burying it here, and this lady has a random vision.
Yeah, it was crazy, fam.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like, everything she said exactly to the T, where they told the body, they even found the shoe. The pictures they saw and like showed to her was exactly like the ones in her vision. That's why it's crazy.
Yeah, no, somebody has to make a documentary or something about that.
It's probably gonna happen.
Surviving. What's her name again?
Etta Smith.
Etta Smith. It'll be like surviving Etta Smith. Because what if it happens again? What if she's like, her purpose on the world is just to find these bodies?
I think they actually use psychics sometimes to solve cases.
Word.
But obviously they can't use like
Voodoo.
No. Let's say they bring it to court. They can't be like, oh, the psychic told us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They have to prove it. They have to actually get the evidence and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not, you know what I mean? It's not right practice, but sometimes they actually do that.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, bro.
Did you watch American Horror Story?
Nah.
You didn't?
Never.
Oh,
never.
okay. Because apparently they actually summoned a real voodoo thing in that.
In the show.
Yeah, in that show.
That's fucked.
So the urban legend Papa Legba. Do you know about this?
Nah.
So it's a Haitian voodoo spirit. And like whenever you chant like its thing, it's supposed to come to you and like, I guess like cause physical harm or like emotional harm to you, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So one of the actors in American Horror Story, one of her scenes was literally to call this spirit.
Yeah.
And she's looking at the director like, yo, will this affect me? And the director's like, nah, don't worry. Like,
oh, fuck.
It's all fake.
The director's like,
yeah, the director doesn't know like it's actually real.
Yeah.
So Queenie, one of the characters, she goes and she starts the scene, right? Already, right before it starts, the light starts like shaking above her, like the cinematic lights.
oh shit.
So already it's fucked.
Wait, this is on camera?
No, not on camera, but it's real actors telling the story.
Okay.
Right? So Queenie, she says it again. She starts chanting the name. Fam, the light falls and her back goes out. She like drops.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so she's like, what the fuck is going on, right? And she's like, no, we have to stop the scene right away. But the directors have no idea what's going on. She's like, no, continue. Just finish the scene and we're done, right? She's like, okay. Her and her friend, they continue chanting. As soon as that happens, she feels a finger from her chin go up to her bottom lip. and her bottom lip starts swelling. Swelling, fam. So she goes into the makeup room, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" They called the ER. Her and her makeup artist, while they're sitting in the chair, like just waiting for the emergency, they hear outside the building something scratching, trying to get in. You know what I mean? So, and she, Queenie, she asked her friend, she's like, okay, I need one of my like Catholic friends or Christian friends to give me a prayer to get this out. So she got a prayer, she prayed it away. But the directors called her again because the final scene is when they're all on the floor, like 4 of them, and they all have to chant it one more time.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
So they made them do it again.
They made them do it again
Fuck, what
after all
happened?
this. So they said the prayer, it was gone for a while.
Yeah.
They get in the room, they do the final scene. Fam, again, when they chant it, on all of their foreheads, they
scratch.
They feel they feel a finger going down the forehead to the top lip again.
That's fucked.
Fam, all of them get swelled up.
Oh,
And there's like scratches everywhere, bro. And like they cancel it. They're like, no, we're not doing this anymore because it's happened twice now.
Yeah, that's
directors.
fucked.
You can't make us do this anymore.
Yeah.
And so they prayed it away and it went away. But you can't fuck with that.
And they're trying to do it just for the film, for
the film.
damn.
But American Horror Story, like that's based on a
it's
real
mad
character.
scary,
Yeah, Papa Legba.
So that's an actual thing, and
Yeah.
then they're just like recreating.
Recreating, yeah. But if you recreate it, you're playing with fire. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Because it's real stuff.
It's
They're
real,
just putting
fam.
it back.
Yeah, like yo, bro. If you imagine your thing swells up, bro. Even when I was reading the notes,
You're getting scared.
Remember, you're like the glass in the kitchen fell.
That's
Like, yo, what was that
fucked.
noise? But you know what I mean? We're protected.
Yeah, fam.
So it's almost Christmas. And if you guys are looking for a meaningful gift for the holiday season that your loved ones will actually use and enjoy, I really recommend the Skylight Frame. So if you're the type of person to always give those boring holiday gifts like socks, candles, or slippers, you guys can spice it up this year and give them the Skylight Frame. You guys can give it to your spouse, your mom, your dad, or your sister. The Skylight Frame is the most personal and thoughtful gift, all because it's really easy to personalize before you give it to the person. So the Skylight is a touchscreen photo frame you guys can send photos to straight from your phone, and they appear on the screen in seconds. You guys can even preload photos before the box is even opened. So when it's unwrapped and plugged in, your most treasured memories will appear. It is the perfect gift for everyone. Skylight is the best digital frame for grandparents, hands down. It's intuitive, easy to use. Even your grandma or grandpa will rave about it. And it's a really great group gift. You guys can invite multiple friends and family members to share photos to the same frame. So you guys can effortlessly send photos from photo to frame with the free Skylight app or unique email. It's super easy to use. Setup usually takes around 60 seconds, and touchscreen makes it easy. You guys can swipe through photos, tap to see new photos sent, and tap the heart button to say thank you to the sender. Photos are displayed in HD resolution. It looks like a real modern photo frame, and you guys can set it up in portrait or landscape, and the larger 15-inch frame can be wall mounted. There's new color options to match any style. You guys have options of black, white, silver, and limited edition poppy, which is the orangey red like this one, and gold. So you guys can use the free app to send and scroll through photos, display photos without Wi-Fi, and their satisfaction guaranteed. They offer free 120-day returns, and over 1 million happy customers, thousands of 5-star reviews, and available in over 30 countries, recommended by the Today Show, Forbes, New York Mag, and more. Skylight is a top-rated brand. So as a special limited time offer for our listeners, get $15 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com/jump, JUMP. To get $15 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame, just go to skylightframe.com/jump. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/jump.
No, because honestly, anytime it comes to like, there's a fine line with making art that's different. And the thing is, the art that we kind of lean to the most are sometimes the darker ones and the ones that you don't see often. And those ones become enticing for a reason.
Yeah.
Because maybe those evils that are attached to it, or who knows what's attached to it, it entices you. Yeah. Because it's supposed to be like a tempting thing. You know what I mean? And that's why you see a lot of art, it might be, it's like not unethical, that's not the word, but it's almost abnormal for you, and it makes you feel like eerie, but it's still intriguing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To the point where you kind of want to, you know what I mean? Discover the unknown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the same thing they say with with like pornography and stuff. Like if you dive in one way, it could, depending on the type of person you are, it's like a rabbit hole of how much more weirder or shocking or like you can get a feel out of. Because it's just like how drugs are. If your brain is being stimulated by one thing, you have to step it up, whatever else is like stimulating it. And that's what happens with like certain people. They keep stepping up. And serial killers, they say it always starts, if you're like, this is a common trait. They always start torturing or harming animals. And then that's a clear tell sign before they start hurting humans.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer, who he started with. What did he start with? I think he started with rabbits. Decomposition of rabbits, and then like he turned out to be a serial killer. That's fucked.
Including like the don't F with cats guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I know about that guy too.
Luca Magnotta, I think. He was from Toronto actually.
Oh shit.
And the first thing he did was like put cats into like a garbage bag and vacuum sealed it, killed the cats, and put the video online. But the Reddit mans that wanted to crack down on the case, they used, it was so weird because I didn't know this, but like every time you post something, there's metadata in it, like a code, and they can find out, I guess, like a geolocation about where it was taken.
Oh, so they found him through that.
They were able to find him, but they're obviously like these special hackers, mans are from the dark web, and then they can track down on him.
That's sick.
But it takes a lot like that, bro.
Yeah. No, metadata is very scary too because it's like we could be tracked right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but yo, like at this point, who the fuck cares? You know?
Like there's too much. There's already too much data.
We're kind of cooked already, you know?
Like low-key, they could clone us already.
There's enough content for that.
Yeah, there's enough content. Like
there's enough content for that. They already took my voice, though.
I know, it's raps, bro. God has to come soon, man.
Holy shit! The only thing I really do hope this is true, that the energy you put out with like your art doesn't get twisted in a way that wouldn't please you. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
So you know how when an artist puts out a song, and that song could get remixed, most of the time, the artists that got remixed, they're like, oh, I like that rendition of it. And it's never a thing of like, oh, I hate that they used my thing, blah, blah, because it comes out of a place of homage.
Yeah.
But we're getting into like scarier times where they don't really need any legalities with it. They can just throw it up on the internet. It could even go viral. Like for example, like the Drake song, that's AI. Now it will get even weirder when they start doing things that are the complete opposite, almost like taste or genre of that person and against their beliefs. Like imagine they take, let's say, like Pop Smoke's voice, and then they make him rap like Ice Spice, which is a thing.
Yeah. I've seen that because it's like they're saying that Pop Smoke is just a boy version of Ice Spice. That's why they're both popping.
Now, what if they say things like he wouldn't approve of? Now we can't know because he's obviously not alive.
Oh yeah.
Now it's such a discredit to him and such a disrespect to be like, you know what, let's just use his, let's sell it because it's gonna pop off. Because they could do that right now, like dead artists' voice and likeness. They can just keep using it for bands and bands and bands. Yo, you know the group ABBA? Yeah, they did like Dancing Queen and all those songs, right?
Yeah.
Now, that group, fam, you know they have a concert right now that they're not even on stage?
What do you mean?
So
It's
they
holograms?
sell out tours, bro.
Oh, that's lit.
They sell out tours. They spent, I think, like a month doing recognition and like recording, and they made holograms of their younger selves.
That's kind of fire.
With their voices on stage, and right now it's sold out.
So even though they're old, they're like using their old younger bodies as ref.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Like they recognize they did like one of these, so like if they see a man on the crowd, they go, oh, press the high five emote.
Yeah.
The guy's just there like this.
Isn't that fucked?
That's so fucked.
Because if you bag it, because there was an account that did this. They used my like voice AI did, and then they did like theories on a video.
Oh yeah.
If I really wanted to, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm out of here.
Chill.
Just a fake AI Carlos?
Oh,
crazy.
and you can make millions of dollars low-key doing that.
Yeah, and they just keep pushing it out, pushing it out,
Yeah,
pushing it out.
because it's under your voice. So people will watch it if it's under your voice.
I think we're getting closer. You know the cookie clicker game?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're getting closer and closer and closer to life being exactly like a cookie clicker game.
What?
Where you can just do everything from your phone, automate everything. Let's say, for example, look, I'm about to put everyone on game.
Yeah.
So you want to start a business. Let's say it's clothing, right? You can get a designer from Fiverr. Boom, put some money in there. Get the designer, makes the clothes, send to a manufacturer. Boom. You stay on your phone. All you're doing is this.
Yeah.
Technically, all you're really doing is pressing buttons.
Yeah.
Pressing buttons can be done by what? ChatGPT. You can tell ChatGPT, make me a proposal to a manufacturer. It's done.
Yeah.
And if you want it on voice, put it into the voice recognition. Use your voice. Calculate it. Boom. You make a robot that talks for you in your voice.
Yeah.
You don't have to do shit no more.
I know. No, because I remember, I think it was Sneako's editor. This is when I knew it was really fucked. Like the TikTok is sending out people money. So he's like, oh, this is my job. I make, I think it's like 3K a month just by clipping up Kai's clips. So he's like, okay, my daily routine, I wake up, I drink water, and I watch Kai's stream.
Yeah.
I clip up all the funny things. I put it in CapCut, right?
And then the Subway Surfers
Yeah,
on the bottom.
I put either Subway Surfers, GTA gameplay, and Kai, and just put auto captions, all on CapCut. And he goes back to sleep. But he's making money in his sleep.
Yo, if you guys want to make money, like deadass, listen to me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There's already so many people that do it. Might as well tell you guys, especially the ones that really mess with us.
Yeah.
If y'all want to make bread and want to be entrepreneurs, easiest way to make money right now is clip up our podcast, post it on TikTok. You guys,
Yeah,
you
bro.
guys will make bread. There's accounts that are making 4K right now.
Let me just shout
4K
them out.
a month.
Shout to Jumpers Clips, Jumpers Remix, Jumpers Rewind, fam. I go on my thing, I'm like, yo, these are not our clips.
Fam, they're getting 5 mil views, 12 mil views. I'm like, holy shit. So y'all, if you want to make some bread,
Yeah.
do it. Just, I want to say this. At least like tag us or OG account and send them to the YouTube.
Fam, it's
That's
free
all we're
money.
asking.
We're,
That's
we're
all-
doing the work for you.
That's all we're asking. Like just send them to the YouTube
Yeah.
so we can have more. It's a win-win. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
eats.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats. I know y'all will cook with that.
Yo, but I know for sure one of those Remix Jumpers accounts is making at least 2K a month.
No, there's
Just
one that's
by-
making 3K.
3K a
Guaranteed,
month.
yeah.
Yo, bro.
No, yeah, there is. There's someone that hit me up about it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you guys, so if you're really supportive of us and you just want to make easy bread, fam, imagine like an hour of your work working at McDonald's is $14.99. Clipping up 15 seconds can make you 3K a month. Yo, someone do the calculation, bro. If you're a stupid, fam, you would actually just not
And
hop
that's
on the
US.
train. That's US.
And that's US
bro.
dollars. Yeah, crazy.
Yo, bro. It's actually, I love this part of like in this generation because it's like, yeah, the people that are getting rich quick are the people willing to like use these things, because a lot of people, it's still in development stage. No, like it's low-key peaking right now because you can use whatever.
You know what it is, bro? And it's always been this, in my opinion. It's always been the people that would do the stuff that nobody else wants to do.
Yeah.
Period. Those are the people that become successful. The people that will do the stuff nobody else wants, that's also what you call a 1%.
Yeah.
Because if 99% of people won't do it, 1% of them will, and 1% will gain what the 99% didn't. And that's just true in all things, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go ahead and dedicate your life to basketball, I mean, there's a lot of basketball players.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, to be the top tier, you have to work really hard and do all these things that sacrifices nobody else would really do.
Yeah.
And you can make your way there. Especially when it comes to even more niche things about like building businesses, working on like infrastructure in the city, engineering, having a whole company that does the manufacturing for metals and minerals. Dog, these type of things, even though it's not trending, you'll make millions of dollars. Yeah. It's just not about that, you know?
Yeah, I know. A lot of people, because it's like how you say history repeats itself. So it's like a lot of people are going around and saying like, oh, what do you call this? You know the WWE?
Yeah.
And like a lot of songs and artists right now, they're just taking shit from the old. Like we said before, fam, if the WWE is getting so much money on bringing like a man like Randy Orton back to retirement, fam, just look at the trends that are coming back. An artist sampling an old song. Bro, if you're a small artist right now, just sample a big old song. It'll get you some traction.
Yeah, it's very simple. Like, you can just see what everybody else is doing and
Yeah.
kind of do it the same. But
Exactly.
you have to bring something to the table that nobody's ever seen or done before.
Exactly.
And that's the tricky part. That's like the true creativity part. That's why I think like certain people they're meant to be seen is because they have that type of creativity that nobody else has. And honestly, everybody's like that though. Everybody has a brain and experiences that nobody else is used to.
Yeah.
And especially the ones that are willing to stray away from what's popular.
A lot of people are scared just because like if they put something out, people are not gonna like it. Fam, you have to realize that there's 7 million people. If you put something out, somebody in 7 million will like it. So it's like, well,
7 billion. 7 billion.
Yeah, 7 billion people will like it. So it's like, bro, it's like, stop being scared. Just put it out. If you have 3 people, that's a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And maybe because this is how it usually works. It's like your idea might not pop off right now, but
It'll pop out later.
you never know when it will.
I think, what's that, JID's song going on, right? Like when the trend is like they put the phone on the ceiling and it's like push the fucking button and down. Fam, that was released like 7
That's an
years
old
ago.
song.
7 years ago, now it's charting on billboards. TikTok has so much power right now, bro.
So much power, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, fam. And the only thing you have to worry about is like the things in your way that will. This is how it is. I feel like it's very open and very free. This is what social media is. Very open, very free. And then there's almost like a rule book. And the moment you cross the rule book, then nobody wants to hear your shit no more. Or nobody wants to hear from you no more. And they close you off from everything else. And then now you're not free. So it's kind of contradicting itself sometimes. Which is very interesting. And I wonder why it's like that.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's like everyone fights for freedom.
But nobody wants.
And then the moment someone uses their freedom, what happens?
Yeah. He gets Kanye'd.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy?
X'd
Isn't that
off,
interesting?
bro. Yeah. Did you see him at I think it was in Abu Dhabi or something? He was chilling with Dirk. And like he just looks very fat. Like I don't know what happened to Kanye or what he's been eating, fam. But like, yo,
Because I think he's on the pills again, maybe.
oh, he's on the pills again.
Because that's what
Fuck,
happens
man.
when like he was gaining a lot of weight from it.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe he's just eating nice, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
he's
just
eating
hope
blessed.
I just hope it's like a one big like I told you so, and this whole thing just blows up so we can get some Kanye music again, bro.
Did I ever tell you the Spongebob bus theory?
Basti? The one when he was in rock bottom?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that?
No, what was it?
So, you know how that episode of SpongeBob, every time like he was trying to get on the bus would pass? Vroom,
Yeah.
Boom, boom. There's an explanation.
It's because he was like depressed, or a lie?
No.
No, that wasn't?
Nah, check this out. So, the beginning of that episode in Rock Bottom, he was at Glove World with Patrick, remember?
Yeah.
Literally the first thing that SpongeBob does when he hops on the bus is what? He takes his big ass glove, goes doo doo.
Oh yeah, and hits the people.
And beats the fuck out of the bus driver,
I
bro.
remember that. Yeah.
Beats the fuck out of the bus driver, and the bus driver, it's like knocked out and shit. And he was pressed. He looked back at him like this. Remember?
Yeah.
Now check this out. When he was at rock bottom trying to get on a bus, what happened? All of the buses didn't want to pick him up
Why? Because he did that?
because the bus driver probably told all the other bus drivers, "Yo, keep an eye out for SpongeBob, them."
Nah, I was gonna because there's a theory going on that whole episode was to tell kids indirectly about depression.
No way.
It was.
Is it actually?
Yeah, because look, so he was at Glove World. He was at his happiest. Fam,
Yeah.
when you fall down to rock bottom is when people are depressed. Like when you're at rock bottom, you literally want to.
Oh shit.
You
So
want to
that's
off
what you
yourself.
think.
Yeah. And like so when he was trying to talk to people, he did the. Right?
Yeah.
Fam, you can't communicate with anyone. He's trying to communicate, but no one is listening to him.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
deep.
And then when he tried to get picked up, nobody was helping him because it kept going. Oh, there's an opportunity to get cured. Nope, I don't want it because he was so oblivious. Remember?
Yo, that's crazy.
He went to the candy thing. He was like, "No, I don't want that. I'm gonna go to the candy."
Yeah.
Even though the bus was ready there to pick him up. You know what I mean? People in depression usually like they don't want that help because it's like they're in their own circle. You know what I mean? So they push off.
And the chocolate might be a metaphor for using.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's
a metaphor
that's
for
what it is.
using, and then he can't go onto the bus because he's like, "No, I'm here. I need to get the chocolate," and he's like contemplating chocolate or home.
Exactly. No, and that's why it's like SpongeBob fam, greatest show.
Crazy.
Greatest show. Like imagine you taking that deep.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that until I was an adult.
You know that episode where Patrick became smart and he had like a different head on his head.
Oh, like the big, the brain.
So the brain episode. So there's a theory that when Patrick put on that brain on his head, it was actually planted by plankton.
By plankton. Why? To make him smart?
So check this. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you can literally see it in the episode when he puts the head on top of his head. There's like the plug that goes inside, remember? And then what happens to the gears? The gears start turning and there's cobwebs. But the gears and the cobwebs, they're not from his head because obviously he put on a new head. Oh. So why would there be gears and cobwebs?
Yeah.
It would be from something else. Now check this out.
Wait, what?
Check this out. At the end of the episode where he became like Patrick again, he became like dumb again.
Yeah.
Now this is where it gets really fucked. It's because ever since he put back on his original head, quote unquote, his original head, he became Patrick again dumb. But since that episode, Patrick would have a 1-2 times where he's fucking smart. Like he would have like a hiccup and a smart moment.
Yeah.
And throughout SpongeBob, after the episode, you could see it. Like he'll be like, how would we do this?
But that was actually
And
the
it
solution.
was actually smart.
Yeah.
It was actually smart. Now check this out, right? There's an episode where Patrick comes up with a solution and Plankton is in the room. Everybody's shocked that, yo, he just said something smart, right? And Plankton goes, man, I guess a broken dummy can come up with something smart.
Yeah.
He said broken. So theory is the head that they put on him wasn't actually his original head. It was another one of Plankton's inventions. Now this is where it gets even crazier.
Yeah.
So there's another episode where SpongeBob and Patrick, they go to like what's that Goofy Goober thing?
Yeah,
like
Goofy,
the Goofy Goober.
Goofy.
And there's a celebrity he was trying to get like an autograph from, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I was trying to get an autograph. He shows his head and you can see like an autograph from SpongeBob and Sandy. And in the bottom left, it says,
holy
Plankton was here.
Nah.
On the head.
Oh, I think I know. I think I remember
On his
it.
head. On the head that he put on back on like this.
Oh, nah.
Now, also, remember that episode where he was like really thinking and shit?
Yeah.
And then I think he was trying to write something. He's like, brain work. And the gears started working again, right?
Yeah.
The gears were the exact same type of gears that were in the cobweb gears. The exact same. So it's not his brain, fam.
Oh,
It was Plankton. And the goal was, because I think there's another episode where Plankton tries to manipulate everyone in Bikini Bottom by putting something on their head and they all become like zombies.
They tried it. So
that's one of his original inventions to try and use somebody. Was Patrick, because Patrick's the easiest because he's the dumbest.
That makes sense because if he puts that helmet on everyone, you have control of the whole thing. Damn,
And I think he ended up doing it, right? Like
yeah.
in the SpongeBob movie, I think he ended up doing it too.
Oh shit.
With the buckets on everyone's head. Yeah, he did, right?
Oh
and then like the Goofy Goober and he shot all the helmets off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it all led up to that. Yo, SpongeBob is nice with their foreshadowing.
Yeah, no, and like they don't continue it. Like they continue the hints in episodes. Like it's like if there's like an Illuminati episode, it's not gonna just be in that episode. Like you'll see a triangle somewhere
You're gonna
else.
see it come back. You're gonna see it come back, bro.
There's also another one. Fuck, I'm thinking of the. Is it? Oh fuck! It's like Eyes Wide Open, or it's like in front of our eyes. It's like a cartoon. It's also a cartoon.
That's
It's on Netflix. I think my dad watches it too.
It's the thing. It's
where they clown the Illuminati.
Yeah, it's the girl that works for Illuminati.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there was one where they were trying to find. I think they found a map, and it took them downstairs, right? And then all the celebrities were down there, and it's literally in front of our face. They were like, "Oh, save some pizza for Paul Rudd," and they were just naming. I was like,
Save
"Yo,
some
what the-"
pizza.
I just bagged that.
Yo,
yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, but they said that
That's
save some
another
pizza for
code
Paul
word.
Rudd.
That's
and it's
fun.
like, "Oh, Miley, do you want some pepperoni?" I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I was like, crazy still.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Like maybe those people that are in it can kind of give those subtle hints,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But it's usually like all in front of our face. Remember the Ice Spice video I showed you when he was with who's like that guy that dated Kim, the ugly one?
I don't know. Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson and some other I think it was an actor.
Yeah.
And he said, oh yeah, I was met by this guy. He had like horns. He had
Oh yeah, he
red
said
fit.
that shit.
And Ice Spice, they're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's I think it's SNL, and usually SNL is like known for clowning these things.
Yeah. Because it's those touchy subjects that are like.
What's the one that Ryan told us? You have to show that video.
Which one?
Where some guy he's trying to be he was trying to be sneaky, showing the Illuminati side. And he sat down like. So pull up that video. Please.
He sat like this. Oh, you know what it was? It was Paul McCartney. Yeah. Paul McCartney had hands down the craziest Illuminati showcase, fam. Like, how do you hint at the Illuminati like that, bro? That's so
that was
crazy. Bro, like this. Bro.
Show the video, fam.
Yo, this is so fucked.
Yo, I'm glad I remember that because I wanted to see it again, fam. Holy shit. Like, mans are not even getting.
This is so fun.
They're not even getting like tricky with it no more. Let me see. What's that not like this? Yeah, bro. Holy shit. The Illuminati's actually falling off, fam.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are trying way too hard.
Yo, that's so crazy, fam.
Nah, I'm gonna start sitting down that way every time I walk in a restaurant.
Yo, next time we're in LA, that's all we do. Yo, imagine you do it when you're in LA and then somebody's like, yo.
No, that's
and then they give you like a crazy handshake.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, the craziest thing is I'm very curious, right? Because
Yeah.
apparently there's like a secret handshake the people in the club use.
Yeah.
Bro, what if like somebody's giving you a handshake and it feels weird? It's like a weird dap up.
Yeah.
But then you realize, wait, that's the secret handshake that they're trying to do.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, cults like that. Oh, comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. But there's like this community, right? Where they all drive. I think it's driving golf carts, and they have like ribbons. So it's specifically colored ribbons
Yeah.
towards their kinks. So like, if you see someone driving and you see a purple ribbon, that's like a foot fetish.
Oh, interesting.
Or it's a built-in community, so like you know what you're getting into.
At like the golf club.
I think so. I don't know what it's called, but I seen a documentary on it and it was like really weird because it's like, oh, if you have some sexual preference, you know exactly who to look for.
Word.
Because they're driving with like a flag that says, I like feet.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's this one thing I seen like long time ago on Instagram, but it's so smart. I don't know why people don't do this anymore.
Yeah.
But they had like a sign, and this is at a house party.
Okay.
And they had different colored cups, and each cup had a different like system where it says, okay, if you're single, you take a blue cup. If you're taken, you take a red cup. If you're here and introverted, you take like a you take like a green cup.
Yo.
And if you're wild, you take like a crazy cup. There's like a different one.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. Like I would really want to see who's at the party at the moment, and then see like, and it would be a good clear teller of how to interact with them.
Exactly. No,
You know? Shy but trying to make friends. And yeah, one of them was like that. Shy but trying to make friends is this cup.
Yo, that's so fire because it's like, yeah, I would approach him differently.
Exactly.
Oh. And like
For
the
a shy
girls
person, extroverted person, single, in a, you know,
and you don't have to go through the rejection no more because you know that person has a red cup. You're cuffed.
Yeah.
I don't even need to go up to you.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
it's so smart. It's so smart.
Was that like that's got to be like a college thing, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I remember seeing on Instagram like way back in the day. You know, I got Instagram when it first came out. I think I got it in like 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I didn't get Instagram until grade 10, and I was on my cousin's Instagram the whole time.
Really?
So all my friends were following my little cousin.
Oh,
and they're
word.
like, yeah, we kind of shared the account. So it's like I seen his DMs and he seen mine, which was super weird because I didn't want myself out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, it was weird at that time. It's like, oh, I don't want to post pictures of myself. That's weird.
Interesting.
But then now that became my job. Like,
That's
I have to
interesting.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as my fault, go ahead.
No, I remember Instagram, like at first when I was on it,
Yeah.
it was all photography.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was meant to be.
It was like a bridge, some plants.
yeah, and that's what I would do too. I would take pictures of like trees and shit.
Yeah. But as soon as I seen like man's like Bloody Osiris, like he made millions of dollars just from fit pics. Bro, I'm like, yeah, you can make so much money by doing whatever.
You know why all those people are famous too?
Why?
It was because of Tumblr at the time.
Oh, word.
Tumblr was that. at first, and if you were on it early. So you know how for us it would be the equivalent of like TikTok, because we were kind of on TikTok early as a podcast. The same thing is like they were early on Tumblr for FitPics.
And then they just moved to Instagram?
I think the new one, shit, I'm about to put Bear Man's on game.
I'll blur it out, Loki.
No, you don't have to blur it out.
Okay.
The new one is Pinterest.
Oh, he's just making a comeback?
No, not making a comeback, but like for virality and like getting a following. Number 1, Pinterest. Number 2, crazy, LinkedIn. Yeah.
Like FitPics on LinkedIn.
Not for FitPics necessarily, but for as a following. Crazy.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, in a corporate, LinkedIn is probably one of the cringiest sites, man. Like,
And then what did we say about TikTok? This is a cringy app.
I just caught myself.
Bag that, right?
No, because I seen a man say like, yo, I love KPMG. I was just hired. And then like a week after, he's like, bro, I just got let go, but I love KPMG still. Like, bro, why are you sucking corporate dick, fam? Like, stop this.
No, but you have to do that, right? Like, there's certain people you have to... the thing is, we have a perspective of not having to like work for somebody.
Yeah.
Because we are technically entrepreneurs. You know, we do our own thing on our own time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have that luxury, and that's something that we have to be very like thankful for. Grateful for, because, bro, there's some people that they have to literally be a certain way and almost assimilate their mind a certain way so that they can be good at their job in that setting.
Yeah.
Because they're not the king of that setting. You know?
That is true.
And that's the tough part, because mans have to make their ends meet, and that's how it is.
Yeah.
But W to all those troopers that push through it and then use that money that they make from their one job, put it into their side hustle, and end up doing something way crazier later on in life.
No, just looking at the Spotify numbers, it's like, yo, you have to be super grateful, because it's like God doesn't give the opportunity to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And since if you're a lucky one, you got to just use it. Like, take advantage of it. Like, there should be no days where, I'll do that later. You know what I mean? Because it's like, fam, he could take it away whenever.
Exactly. Yeah,
so it's you have to really just bag it. Holy shit, we're actually blessed.
And a big thing too is I hate how, you know how there's a thing of like you get comfortable. At this point in my life, I'm really like trying to make myself uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
And those are the times where I feel like the best.
The most powerful.
Yeah, because the times where I'm too comfortable, I feel like stressed.
Yeah. I have a fear. I've low-key gotten a fear of like just thinking of like when I'm old and I just can't do some shit. Or like,
what do you mean?
I can't stand up because my fucking back hurts or some shit. Yeah, that really like scares me. So it's like that low-key pushes me too, because it's like, while I'm young, I should just be doing everything that I want to do.
Yeah, because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, because I'm like, just thinking like, damn, bro, like I can't even wipe my own ass. Like, fuck.
Oh shit.
Like, if it gets that point,
that like low-key, that's coming for everybody.
Yeah, it's coming for everybody. Like, at the end of the day, world still spins. You know what I mean?
That's everybody's thing. Like, everybody gets old. Everybody ends up having to do something like that, because like that's one thing we can't really fight, is the things that like are part of life.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes there's loss, sometimes there's, this and that. That's why you got to take care of. That's why it's always a balance, like health, your wealth, and like your spiritual side too, is like all things you have to work at. And sometimes when you're too focused on one, sometimes when you're too focused on like one tier of it, let's say you're too focused on the wealth part, the other shit, and you don't care about, then you feel like down, because why? You haven't put any effort into the other two. And then you feel like you accomplished everything. You didn't accomplish everything if the other two aren't fulfilled.
Yeah.
It's like a whole jar here that's like empty.
I know. If you're rich but you're always sick, fam, what's the point, fam? You have to be healthy and rich to enjoy your wealth, you know?
Yeah. Okay, there's one more Spongebob theory I want to tell you about.
Okay.
Because I never backed this. This is really interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know the flowers in the SpongeBob sky?
The flowers. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the colorful flowers.
I thought you were talking about the ones on the pink ones.
Not on the floor.
But I know about the flowers in the sky, though.
The flowers in the sky.
Yeah.
You know what those are? You know what those are?
No, they're just flowers.
Like these things. Hold on.
Let me see. Flowers in the sky. They're like resembled as clouds.
These things. Yeah, they resemble as clouds, right?
Yeah.
That's the common belief, but it's not.
What is it?
So those flowers, the colorful ones, they're not clouds, because in the show.
Oh wait, I have a guess. Okay, hold on. Since SpongeBob is all about war,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Are those the poppies?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
That would be a crazy guess.
No. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But there's an episode where those flowers actually get covered by other clouds. Like, I don't know if you remember the surfing episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there are clouds in SpongeBob, but those flowers aren't clouds.
What
you
are
know
they,
what they
bro?
are?
This guy
Check
is
this out.
fucking edging me.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're actually oil deposits showing that it's been polluted.
What?
So you know how when oil goes into the sea or water, it creates the effect that's very like
Let me see.
here. It creates this effect.
Oh.
When oil goes into water, it creates
That's
that
what
effect.
it is?
That's what it is. So those flowers, it's symbolizing like that water's been polluted. Now, Bikini Atoll,
Yeah.
what Bikini Bottom is based off of, has a lot of oil contamination. So they're showing that with these. Now, even closer, there's an episode where Squidward comes out of a flower.
The fuck?
Yeah. And when you look inside it, what is it? It's black, like oil.
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah.
I had never.
All
thought
these
about
things
that.
in SpongeBob,
Yeah.
they're pretty sick with it, man.
Nah, Loki, I still believe my Poppy theory. That's gotta be a.
Poppy?
Yeah, because fam, remember it was a war field, and that's low-key their homage. Yo.
No, it's not a warfield.
It is.
It's a nuclear testing.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They like drop nukes on and shit.
There was no soldiers involved though.
Boom. Nah, no soldiers. It's
Fuck,
like a
man.
testing field.
Never mind. But I didn't know too that the SpongeBob voiced Gary and Squidward sometimes.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, and the narrator. He did everything.
Yeah, I knew that one. I knew the
He
narrator.
did it all, fam.
That's crazy. Isn't you know when Patchy the pirate becomes like live action
Yeah.
in those one episodes where he's like actually live action, he's like
live, yeah,
cooking
yeah.
burgers and shit? I think that's the voice of SpongeBob, no?
No, I think that's a different guy.
Yo, leave that in the comments if you know. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it is.
Cause I think no, he looked different still.
No, that's the voice of SpongeBob.
Really?
The Patchy the pirate, like the actual guy.
So did they make him lip sync it? Cause I know that's not the guy. I know Patchy is not the guy who voices SpongeBob.
It is.
No way.
Let me see. I'm gonna
Because
see right now.
David Dobrik had he invited the guy who's SpongeBob. So let me see if he's the same one. Okay, so this is
Tom Kenny. That's him.
No way. That's not him.
What's his name?
I don't know, but he doesn't look the same.
That's him. That literally looks like him. He's probably just older there.
Oh, he probably. Does he have the same nose? Oh,
Yeah,
he
that's
does have
That's
the
him, bro.
What?
That's him, fam.
Oh, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's like little Easter eggs and shit.
Yeah. Damn.
Low key, a lot of these cartoons, they'll leave some hints about the creator. You
Yeah.
just don't know.
And fam, you don't realize it until like two men start talking about it on the podcast. Like
Deadass,
later
yo,
on,
low-key,
like
yeah.
later on.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Honestly, like sometimes I wish like I could experience the podcast too. Because there's
But
some
you're the
shit-
one-
Yeah, there's some shit like I want to be surprised by too.
Yeah,
Damn.
because low-key, if you think about it, do you guys like, because I don't know if they get hyped, like when they hear SpongeBob theory, they're
Of
like
course.
locked in.
Fam,
Like,
I would get hyped. No, because like people told me theories before.
Yeah.
For me to like obviously tell theories.
Word.
But when I hear somebody else telling theory, I'm like, oh shit, let's go. That's crazy.
Bro, there's a video of me floating around in a vlog.
Yeah.
Because I went to a pop-up and then like I wasn't really in the mood because I was waiting in that line for like 3 hours, fam.
Word.
So the guy asked me, yo, Gavin, let me get a theory on the spot. I'm like, hell no. I say straight up, hell no. I say you gotta go ask Carlos for that.
Can I see the video?
Hold on, bro.
That's joke.
And then I had to caption it, yo, I love my fans though, because I love you guys, bro. But sometimes, bro, if I'm waiting in the line for 3 hours in the cold, fam, I'm not trying to tell a theory.
Yo, there was somebody that came up to me
Yeah.
and they recognize you. They're like, yo, I guess Gavin's kind of shy in person, huh?
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm like, word.
Yeah, I told you I have social anxiety.
I actually
Mans don't
didn't back
believe that.
that.
Mans don't
But
believe
whenever
that.
you're with me, you're not.
Yeah, obviously, because it's like because it's like once I say yo, what's up, you usually be like, oh, what's your name, and I'll be like, yo, what's your name?
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? But if it's just me, holy shit. I said, oh what? It's a 3 spot. I don't know. Yo, fuck,
That's
my bad
joke.
for that guy, bro.
That's joke.
I gave him a free hoodie, so
theory on the spot.
a theory on the spot is crazy, bro.
I would have locked in right there. Yo, which one you want?
Fuck that.
You know the kid at recess? He has
Yeah.
like all the stuff in his bag. I got SpongeBob. I got Jimmy. Which one you want?
No, because like if you ask me for a theory on the spot, it feels like you're kind of like disrespecting me. I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah, it's like, yo, that's all I'm known for. Like, yo, tell me a theory. Like, what? Like, ask me how my day is first. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Because like if you got that 100 times, wouldn't you want to be like, yo, what am I to these people? It's not
Low key, but I like it though.
Nah,
I have fun with it.
Don't say that because then you're gonna get a bunch of people just asking you.
I'm like, no, there's been times people ask me with theories and I don't say it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I tell them all the time, like, yo, I'm off the clock, fam.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's literally what I say. I'm off the clock,
I should
bro.
start doing that instead of hell no.
Hell no, it's crazy. I just tell them like, oh, I'm off the clock, dog. You have a theory for me? That's what I say. You have a theory for me?
That's true.
But yeah, hell no, it's kind of crazy.
Let me play the
Hell
audio.
no.
Let me play the audio one more time, the full one. Hold on. Go ask Carlos for that shit.
Yo,
My fault,
that's
bro.
jokes. That's
But
jokes.
yeah,
That's funny, fam.
let's end at 1:15, fam.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Jumper Jump Podcast. Make sure to comment. Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot to add this. That's why I said comment.
Okay.
Comment right now if you guys know what's on my shirt.
This guy was
No,
Easter egg at the
yo,
end.
listen. No, I'm sure not a lot of people would get this. Possibly nobody would get this. Well, if you guys know what's on my shirt right now,
Damn.
big respects.
Okay,
Big
okay.
respect.
Comment
So
down.
comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Make sure to go to Apple, Spotify. We saw the Spotify rap. Thank you guys so much for the support throughout the year. We love you guys, man.
Much love, much respect. Thank you guys for watching. Jumpers jump out.
Deuces.